And so when you look into the Bitcoin world, I think that when you look at the optimization for security, it's similar to gold. Store value, people hold it. Purchasing power has gone up a lot year over year. It's like a 200% year over year compound annual growth for over a decade, right? And so you measure this in kind of the US dollar exchange price, et cetera. But there's still a lot of people who will yell and scream about it's slow, it's costly, right? All the things around those transactions that are obstacles or challenges. And so there's basically two schools of thought. And this is where we kind of get into the bifurcation. Some people just said, hey, this technology is antiquated. We can't use it. It doesn't make sense. And so what we're going to do is we're going to go build something new. And so you go get, kind of all of the various versions there. The Bitcoin community says, no, just like gold had paper claims and other things built on top in layer 2, 3, 4, 5, we're going to do that here. And so they've already started to build kind of this layer 2 where it's easier to transact. It's cheaper, it's faster, et cetera. And so I actually think that both of those worlds are going to coexist in the future. Mm-hmm. The big question is just which one has more importance, right? So again, get out of binary. It's just probabilistically. And so my personal belief is that the security, the store of value component as the bedrock for a monetary system is essential, right? Like that is the most important thing because you can always improve the other components, but you can't go back and fix that kind of core piece.
So if money is an idea that it's like an emergent idea that we believe in, you're saying that security is one of the most fundamental catalysts or fuels for that idea to sort of take hold and be stable and sort of take over the world. The other stuff is really nice to have, but if you don't have the security, you're not going to, it's not going to spread in a viral sense in our human brains.
Well, and especially in light of the kind of the macro economy, right? So like what's so fascinating about the last 12 months is in investing in general, the best returns, right? I kind of put that in air quotes a little bit, is something that is different than everything else and right. Mm-hmm. So being different and wrong just means you're an idiot, right? Being different and right means that that's where kind of the outsized returns are. And so if you look around the world at currencies today, they're all the same. They're all inflationary, unlimited supply controlled by a government, done and decisions made in a very non-transparent process. And what we've watched is the manipulation of all of those currencies over the last 12 months. In direct contrast to that is this thing, Bitcoin, which is outside of the system, has a finite supply, transparent and programmatic monetary policy. And so when you see those two systems kind of in comparison to each other, in the United States, there's a lot of people who say the dollar works great for me. Mm-hmm. I can go to the ATM, I can get out physical cash. If I want to swipe a card, I could do that. My money in my bank doesn't lose 50% of its value in a day in terms of purchasing power. Like the dollar's pretty good. When you go to other countries, that might not be the case. And so I do think that there's kind of a relative analysis that goes on here. If you compare Bitcoin to the dollar, there's all kinds of arguments to make that the dollar is better as a medium of exchange today. But if I go and I tell you, well, what about in these kind of extreme examples of Venezuela, Zimbabwe, Turkey, et cetera. And so I think that that's kind of one perspective to view this through is security versus all of the innovative components of a medium of exchange, et cetera.